It's all on the table. 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 We ain't gon' walk around it. Oh no. We ain't gon' talk about it. Let's go. We ain't gon' walk around it. Oh no. We ain't gon' talk about it. Let's go. It's all on the table. 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 It's raw assassin. He gon' bring it like a DoorDash. Every Thursday at noon, it's about to be a blast. We put it all on the table like a smorgasbord. And it don't matter the subject, it can be explored. Yeah, it's really on and he going strong. Don't bring the kids cause we talking grown. Bring your opinion, don't matter if it's right or it's wrong. We preaching the topic, it's on. It's all on the table. 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 We ain't gon' walk around it. Oh no. We ain't gon' talk about it. Let's go. We ain't gon' walk around it. Oh no. We ain't gon' talk about it. Let's go. It's all on the table. 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 It's all on the table.
Killer, 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 kill the nigga here. Killer, 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 killer. Tempo. Well, that shit, don't story about it. Killer, 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 killer. Kill the nigga here. Killer, 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 killer. He walked in, kinda nervous at the zoo. Right? Killers and gorillas, plus the monkeys in the suit. Okay. Environment was new, plus the feeling was too. That you would try and kill him and he couldn't kill you with no crew. Traveled on his own too. This nigga changed his identity with no phone booth. He met an individual, fellow criminal, that showed him how to murder a nigga with just a kitchen tool. To kill him slow, you hit him in the face. Skip the throat and hit the chest, but not the same way. Avoid the arteries and veins, he'll fill it all. But if not, you gotta stop it. Then the reaper's called. He said, never should I fear death, cause it's always there. And when you take a life, you feel a lot, but never scared. These niggas always plotting, so make sure you stay aware. And never let them catch you lacking, always be prepared. What you looking at? It's survival of the fittest, we gon' fucking live. I mean, he and him, third person shit. I'm not a killer, murder's not my expertise. But you got another side, survival requires a beat. This nigga told him he could show him how to make it hit. One to the heart, one to the head, you know it's over with. They hating life, so it's somewhat like you did a favor. We all died, so when you killed him, it was nothing major. Believing everything's always mental trivial. When you a beast, it's what you stand for, no killing. Fuck it, if you know what he knows, then you live forever. See no evil, hit no evil, this the Helen killer. Start a riot, put that fire in his kidney. Now he's wearing red and white and climbing out the chimney. 12:25, they just finished up the count. The nigga said he wanted smoke, you gotta take him out. Let's go. A vicious victim will sick him because he's scared of stick him. Every time he ever fell, he felt that people kicked him. Life and death's a game of chess, nonetheless that I suppressed when depressed, like when that bullet hit his chest. 18 with a trigger finger itching. Never was cold-blooded, fear got him twitch. Boy, you scared? Old head trying to stretch him out. Said he gon' clap him when he see him, he was hustling on the wrong ride. He never killed nobody, never even shot a gun. But everybody always told him he's his father's son. Called him up and make a deal with the old head. Old school played it cool, but he wanted him dead. They met up at the spot in Gaslight Projects. Old school walking up with the confidence. He gon' rob this little nigga, put him in the trunk before he made a move. He felt the sudden thump, then bump. Body hit the grass, little nigga shook. He never panicked, started walking with his head, he never looked. There you have an American story. A good kid trying to live, that's a literal story. Man, they locked up Tory. Last week he turned 40. No incrimination, this is all an allegory. But killer, 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 killer. Killed the nigga here, killer, 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 got him.
This is a soul-touching production.
What's motherfucking popping? Y'all know what it is. Your boy, Raw Sass, back in the building. All on the Table podcast coming at you live each and every motherfucking Thursday. Talking my shit as I do so well. But I know from time to time, y'all don't want to hear me bump my motherfucking gums. Y'all want to hear some heat. Y'all want to hear motherfuckers out here that's doing their thing. Motherfuckers that's out here grinding. So what do? I shut the fuck up and I let these niggas talk. Today I got for y'all motherfucking T3Mpo Tai in the building. What's poppin', Slime?
Yeah, what's up, bro? I'm good, man. I'm happy to be here, man.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about, man. So I always ask everybody the same question first, no matter what, just because I want to kind of get a feel for a motherfucker and let the people get a feel for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So where did the name T3Mpo Tai come from?
Man, it's actually just as an overview, I actually was incarcerated for 2 years. That's where I started learning to rap like out loud and getting that delivery. And you know what I'm saying? And from the way I would switch it up, and being from Alabama, I didn't really rap like anybody that was, around my area. So, you know what I'm saying? They started calling me T3Mpo. And you know what I'm saying? My name was Ty. So, it just kind of worked together perfect.
I could tell you off the rip, you do not sound like a nigga from Bama at all.
I'm ready.
I don't hear that shit at all. First of all, I actually understand your words.
Yeah. Hey man, there's a few of us now. There's a few of us.
Ain't too many. Ain't too many. Real shit.
I'm gonna tell you, my parents are from New York.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Now I
yeah.
make a
So
little bit more
sometimes I
sense.
come, yeah, sometimes I come to the house saying certain things. They'd be like, nah, bro,
Yeah, fuck out
change
here.
the
We ain't
setting
doing
up.
that. We ain't doing that shit.
Nah.
I ain't mad at him. You spell your name a little differently, man. Why is that?
For me, man, I'm actually I'm big into everything meaning something and making sense. And for me, the number three just was always repetitive in my life as being significant, something positive. When I started looking into it, it started to make sense as far as being the number of completion. And I kind of have some of that Gemini attitude of I'm sometimes I can be calm and most of the time smiling in a good mood. But then a lot of times, what I'm saying, there's that switch and that other side where, I'm saying, that coming for you come from certain areas, you gotta be a little defensive or, have that switch too. So for me, the name T3Mpo Tai is two parts of one to show that, what I'm saying, I'm a whole artist, I'm a whole being in a business now.
Okay, that make a first of all, I did not know that three was the number of completion. You definitely fucked me up with that one. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I like see, I'm the type of person when I ask people this shit, a lot of people give me these bogus ass, oh, blah, blah, blah. I like your name is you. It's supposed to mean something. You know what I mean? Like that stands behind you. The first thing people typically know about you is your name. And if it means absolutely nothing to you, why is it supposed to mean something to everybody else? People don't
Yeah, not to
understand that
mention, bro,
concept.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and our name, not only that, we a business. You know what I'm saying? As artists, we a business. This is something you gonna trademark. That's gonna be an LLC. That's gonna be all those things. So, what I'm saying? Make sure it means something. You know what I mean?
I hear that. So you said you got booked for 2 years, and that's when you learn how to, I guess, rap out loud. So I'm assuming, like most motherfuckers, you was in your head spitting bars. You just wasn't ready to let motherfuckers hear it yet. So how old was you when you started
Yeah,
rapping, and when did you decide that it was time to actually go hard?
man. So believe it or not, it was actually later on. I was an athlete, coming out of high school, and it was something that was more so done out of a hobby. But like when I started kind of getting in more trouble and getting in serious cases, it became that outlet for me to kind of like start writing down things and kind of figuring out because I was trying to find things positive to be able to kind of deal with the stress between cases and like expecting a child and what I'm saying, just regular shit going on. And when I started going to like some of these music festivals, I saw J. Cole just do like the craziest thing, bro. It was like 50,000 people, and I saw him move everybody with just his hands. 50,000 people, you know what I mean? And like I think it's like 5,000 people in the town where I'm from, and he did that with
Damn.
50,000. Yeah, so I'm like, all right, there ain't no way if he can do that with 50,000, I can't change my whole community of five. So, what I'm saying? I just went home and started taking it serious and started, what I'm saying, structuring and researching. But around that time is when I ended up getting booked and going to doing that bid. So,
Wow.
it's kind of incomplete. So I was writing, beating in the corner and everything. And then, somebody put the fire on me one day, like, yo, I got such and such on the light skin dude. You know what I mean? So I had to rap out loud. And
Wow.
you know, hey, everything happened for a reation, bro. Because what I'm
Fact.
saying, I felt like I was good, but at the same time, once you get that validation of like, oh yeah, he's cold. You know what I'm saying? And the word get around, you start developing that confidence. And by the time I came home, I'm like, nah, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? I know exactly what I'm about to do.
Wow. So I can imagine, like most motherfuckers, while you was booked, your pen was going crazy. So when you came out, you just was like, fuck it. Like
Yeah,
give
yeah.
me every beat that you see. I'm eating this shit. Like,
That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. I was ready to jump on anything straight hungry, but at the same time, I had a plan more than anything, bro. Like I can't lie to you. That's probably what I'm most thankful for. Like I came home and learned what I learned, more about social media. I learned what algorithms were. I learned, what I'm saying, about businesses, what A&Rs were looking for, the independent route, distribution, which distributors was better, what BMI ASCAP, but all that I had to learn all that. But at the same time, like I had access to it. I looked it up and I spent like a whole year just researching, making calls, doing homework. So when I did hit, I hit right and I was hitting consistent. that's the biggest thing. You drop a single, then 6 months later do something else. It's like this music game is moving too fast for that.
Facts. I was about to ask you, man, how do you feel about, the like I don't know how old you are, but over the times it went from, when you put out music, you had to shop that shit. And shop that shit meant go to this state, go to this state, go to this state. Like you was traveling. So you ain't really you had time to get in the studio, but you didn't have time. So you wasn't putting out an album 6 months later, a year later. You
Right.
might not have put out another album for 2 years. Whereas now with the streaming, with social media and all that, it's like you could put out a song now while you working on a song. You could put out an album now while you are
Facts.
still working on the album because you don't have to shop it as much. You don't have to travel to promote it. So how do you feel about that
That's right.
grind, that change of the grind? Do you feel like it's a good thing or a bad thing that it's so easy to put music out now?
Man, I take it both ways, man. I try to do my best not to have too many complaints about it, but more so learn how that shit works. Because on the bad side, yeah, like you said, it's oversaturated to where they just putting out so much. But bro, I just came back from a festival where it was a lot of dope artists with good music, but they did not perform it well, or they didn't know how to perform it. And it's like there's even some artists I've seen that are big and they got a hit record, and you go and see them, and it's like, bro, you're not even rapping. You know what I mean? Like you up there playing and hanging out. And, sometimes some people can get away with it, but that's not part of the, what I'm saying, what it is like being an MC and like having that full art form. And then on the flip side, I see it as a positive too, because like at the same time, we're not cornered into only doing what a label wants and how they want it. You know what I'm saying? If you're really good, you know what you're doing, you put it out, and just on your own independently, you might have a hit record. And now you have some leverage to do the business and do things like that. So like I said, I try to complain less and just figure out how it works because I'm a hustler.
No, I feel you. It's so I talk to a lot of artists, man, and it's amazing how many of them tell me that they don't do interviews and they don't do shows. And in my mind, I'm like, what the fuck is you making music for? Like, who is you making music for? Because nobody knows you exist at this point.
Right.
Like, if
Yeah.
the artist, if you was, let's say you was bringing up an artist, and they explain to you that they don't do shows and they don't do interviews, like, how would you feel about that? Like, what would you say to that young artist?
Well, first thing I'd have is a question. We're like, what are you doing? Like, so, what I'm saying? What are you doing that makes you an artist if that's the case? You know what I mean? Because some of them I don't know. I don't know if they just get too wrapped up in just the social media aspect or what. But me personally, like, I'm trying to get the money as well. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to understand the business. And it's like, if you're not showing your face, if you're not getting out there showing who you are, you know what I'm saying, doing interviews especially. And then on top of that, you don't know how to get out there and like move people and give that energy. Like, nah, you got a very, very limited little window of what you got going on and how you gonna do it. That's maybe you're gonna be a social media influencer or something, and that's cool, but that's not artist.
Nah, I ain't gonna, that should be blowing my mind every time I hear one of them say it. It's like, so you telling me you doing all this music and you just don't perform at all? No, I don't need to. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't need to? Like, but then those same artists would be the same ones complaining because they're not getting a lot of streams. They name not buzzing. And it's like nobody knows you exist. Even if you doing open mics, I don't give a fuck who you are, every MC, every artist, every rapper that's popping has done some open mics, has done some fucking low budget shows. That's how you start getting that traction to get those bigger shows. So it amazes me when I hear him say, nah, fuck that, I don't got time to be performing.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that's blowing me. I've never heard somebody say that out loud confidently. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of crazy because for me, like, my whole concept was I got to get these hours in. I got to figure this out. Like, I've been to shows where there was 3 people in the crowd, and 2 of them my people. You know what I mean? It is what it is. We're gonna get this in. We're gonna figure it out
Rather
because
2 or
when it's
200, I'm
30,000.
performing the same.
You know what I mean? So I want to, and then same thing even at this concept. Like I even got to a point where I started feeling like in my city I was getting comfortable, I was getting love, and it was the same people. So I made sure I jumped on this tour and this festival where I was in New York. I just came back, yesterday. I was there for 10 days doing the tour, doing the festival, and nobody knew me, nobody knew who I was, and I was in these spots rocking it out, seeing like, all right, let's seeing the feedback, seeing what I had and how they responded. And for me, like that's where it's at, like. that's where you find out, you know what I'm saying, what you got as an artist or not.
Big facts. Big facts. Let me ask you this, man. Let's take it back a little bit, right?
All right.
When you first got out the joint. So first of all, was you in the studio before you got locked up?
I was, but I wasn't doing well.
All right. All right. So I was about to ask your first experience getting into the booth. Like, how was that for you?
Oh yeah, I was horrible. I was horrible, but like I loved it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm one of those people that, you know, so I'm so competitive that if I'm not good at it, like it gets me more interested. You know what I mean? And like I got in there, and I know my producer didn't think I was coming back, bro. He couldn't have. He was just like,
Wow.
yeah, yeah. He just thought because it took me like I think I was there for like 2 or 3 hours, and I was just I think I got one verse done. I did like 8, 9 takes of the first verse,
Damn.
and yeah, but like I went back. You know, he went when I left. I'm pretty sure he was shaking his head. But when I got back, I'm like, yeah, I love this shit. You know what I mean? So I came back and I started picking it out and learning. But like I said, I was literally like a few weeks. That was a few weeks before I left. But like I said, I was so focused on it that I just got to writing and I started using my time as a journal. You know what I'm saying? The things I was seeing, the things I was experiencing, you know what I'm saying? And then of course reading a lot to understand how to put it into words. Like I said, bro, I loved it. I even studied, you know what I'm saying, other writers before me, you know what I'm saying, whether it be poets or rappers like Rakim and Andre 3000.
So
You know what I'm saying?
basically,
Like,
you was sharpening
I,
your
I
pen and building your
yeah,
vernacular while you was in there.
that's a fact. That's a fact. Because like I said, you know, in my mind, they taking 2 years from me. I mean, granted, I did what I did, but like that's 2 years that I could be out there working on my craft and becoming. So in my mind, it was like have a plan, execute, don't play around with it.
I definitely hear that. So the beginning of this interview, me not even trying to be funny, but I said, you know, you don't sound like a nigga from the Bama. You don't sound like a country nigga. So how
Yeah.
does it feel when somebody say to you, like, damn, you from there and you sound like this? Like you don't strike, you don't come off as you don't even talk about the same shit that the motherfuckers is talking about. So how does it feel when a motherfucker is saying that shit to you?
I mean, it's. I tell you, what's funny is the feeling of talking to people who are from where I'm from, and they like, you from here? Like, this is where you know, all your life. I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean. And it's because, you know, like you said, I'm from like us, bro. My town's got to be like 5,000 people, and it's so crazy as far as like the mindset because every summer when I get out of school, my parents would send me to New York. So like I'm going from Monroeville, Alabama to Brooklyn, New York. You know what I'm saying? Living in Brownsville, staying there because they wanted me to see the culture, see where they come from, and see there's other things because where I was from, it wasn't. And just that little bit kind of changed my mindset to where like there was certain things people would get excited about, you know what I mean, or they would think about, and I'm like, nah, there's a whole lot more than this. And you know, too, they also too told me like, bro, you know, as being a young black man and being from the South, that's like a double stereotype that you're gonna have to fight against.
Facts.
So they used to make me read a lot, you know what I mean? Because they wanted me to kind of have that, be able to, you know, be that chameleon. So yeah, yeah, I get it a lot from more from my hometown than anywhere else. When I go to other places, they're like, they hear something, but they think, you know, I'm closer to where they from than in the South.
I hear that. A lot of people, I hear a lot of people complain about uh your city, your family. They ain't the ones that's rocking with you. You feel like you get more love where you from, or when you travel, you get the most love.
Now I get more love when I travel because because the reaction is genuine. You know what I'm saying? They either like me or they don't. But they got no kind of you know what I'm saying, already thought or anything like that. It's like, all right, let's see what this dude is. He's safe from Alabama, boom. He either hard or he not. So you know what I'm saying? I feel like I get more love that way because I am hard. So, you know what I'm saying, they acknowledge that when I come through. But in other places, you know, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. It's not nothing new, so I don't get too mad about it. I just know how to move and where to move. But like people from your own city, man, it's gonna be hard. Even your family, it's hard for them to not see you as the brother or the homeboy or the person they didn't like growing up or whatever it may be. You know what I mean? And it's like you just gotta notice that because instead of them seeing you as what they should, like, damn, he did it, I did it, we from the same spot, they get more so like reminded of what they not doing and get that jealousy. They just can't
Right.
say it, you know.
But it sucks. Everybody
Yeah,
experiences,
yeah, it
you know what I
sucks.
mean? Just people take it different ways. I mean, some people get hurt by it. I've seen people destroyed, like, damn, man, my city don't show me
Yeah,
no love. And it's like, bro, your city ain't gonna pay for shows. Your city ain't gonna be the ones buying your streams. Like, it's the
fact.
motherfuckers you don't know. When motherfuckers you don't know is rocking with you, that's when you know you're doing something. That's what you should
Yeah,
aspire to.
that's a fact. That's a
Real
fact.
shit. So
International streams and all.
when it comes to your bars, your art form, whatever, what kind of artist would you consider yourself? Because I mean, you got your back rap, yeah, I mean your backpack, your trappers, you got your, your down south, you got your pimp game. Like, what kind of artist would you consider yourself?
Man, I would definitely say I'm a lyricist, storyteller, but definitely with an aggressive energy. It's all passion. Like when you hear one song by me, you know, like, all right, everything he's talking about, he feels. You know what I mean? It's passion. So I try to combine that because too, you know, being that I could rap and I'm so good with the words, I also had to understand it's about being able to create a song in a format and being able to, you know what I'm saying, push that. So that was something, you know what I'm saying, I had to learn as I was growing. But now one thing about it is anything, it don't matter what kind of song, it don't matter if the hook's catchy or not, there's gonna be some story based in there. There's gonna be cold cadences, you know what I'm saying, a real wordplay to where, you know, I don't have to hide my words. You're gonna hear everything because I want you
So,
to.
with that being said, I need you to walk me through your mindset when you was writing Pretty Boy. Because I
Yeah,
listened
yeah.
the first time I listened. I'm the type of motherfucker, man. When I listen to music, I listen to words. The beat gonna play.
Right.
It is what it is. The hook is gonna be the hook. It is what it is. But I want to
Yeah.
know what you saying, and I'm gonna keep it a beam with you. The song title, I did not expect what I was hearing, and I'm just like, oh shit, like this what this nigga doing? This how he doing it.
Yeah.
So walk me through
Yeah,
the
nah, but
mindset because your pen you had to have a lot of shit in your mind that you was getting off on that paper.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Nah, I mean you hit it on the money, bro. Like it's half the time it's being able to contain it. But the pretty boy thing, that was actually funny because that was actually a song that I wrote as more of like a thing for myself. And I recorded it and I wasn't even sure about it. And everybody who heard was like, nah, you gotta do something with this. You gotta do something with this because it's real. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm growing up in the South, you know, certain experiences, it's like, you soft. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure they experience that a lot of spots, but yeah, you light skin, you got light eyes, you soft. You either gonna take it or you're not. And you know, I ain't take it. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times, you know what I'm saying? At first, that pretty boy term, I didn't like it. It made me mad because it was like as soon as I hear it, it's like you calling me soft on the low, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, you know what I'm saying, I got that confidence where it was like, yeah, I am, but you know what I'm saying, what's up? What you gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying? Because I learned that confidence is like you really ain't got to do all that yelling and all that rah rah, but like I also had to learn that not everybody mean what they say too, and you hear that a little bit in the song too, where you know I used to be naive and believe somebody if they say something's gonna happen. You know, not everybody means that. Not everybody's about that.
Facts. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm listening to the song and I'm like, yo, this nigga going crazy on this shit. Like, this had to be some real personal shit that was coming through this pen
Yeah,
right here. Like,
yeah,
I was with you. I've been rocking that joint heavy because I'm fucking with that joint. Like the way you was going
appreciate
off on that
that.
joint was crazy. Like I could see a motherfucker going through the same thing, listening to that shit and be like, damn, like really? You know what I'm saying? That's me
Yeah,
right there. Like, and I could
that.
see somebody like you pretty boy ass nigga, and you like, yo, fuck out of here, cuz like,
Yeah, don't do it, bro.
yeah, I could see it, man. I could see
Yeah,
it. So let me
yeah.
ask you this, man. When it comes to this music shit, man, who was your biggest influences, man? And for everybody, that's something different, man. Somebody told me it was his uncle. Another nigga said, he just was listening to the sounds of the fucking wheels on the train and shit like that. So for you, what influenced you to make you decide, like, damn, I need to start picking up this pen and doing this music shit?
No, bro, I actually mentioned it earlier, bro. It was that moment. A lot of artists. I'd been to festivals, and I was kind of doing that halfway thing where I'm like, yeah, I could really do this. I could make better shit than what's on the radio. I really got writing skills, but I wasn't holding myself accountable and really doing it. I was just talking that noise. And when I saw, bro, he didn't tell us to do nothing. There's 50,000 people. everybody put their arms around each other. It didn't matter who. I can't tell you who I was around or what. And like, bro just started moving his hands back and forth. And to see 50,000 people moving like one tune and he never said a word, that made me feel like, all right, if he can have that effect in that moment, then it's something I can help, in my community, because that's really what pushes me, bro. Like in Alabama, that's 46 counties, 44 in poverty. You know what I mean? So it's like 50,000 people. That's a few counties, a few places I can influence and at
Man,
least change the mindset. You know what I mean? But sadly enough, I got to show them a couple things of what they don't have to kind of get them listening. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. But yeah, it gave me that purpose.
so shout out to J. Cole for turning you into a fucking monster. Basically, is what you're saying.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Wow, that's crazy. I mean, just being out and hearing somebody and watching a crowd made you decide that you need to be doing the same thing. That's actually kind of dope. So, have you moved the crowd yet? Have you had that experience where you made a crowd really go crazy yet?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. So in the way that I wanted to, I actually just recently had that happen probably like 3 years ago in New York. So one thing about it is everywhere I go, I'm gonna be me. So, we get in New York, we Southside Jamaica, Queens, we at this little tight spot. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna drop this 5 seconds joint because it's got no hook or nothing. I'm gonna kill that and I'm gonna drop what I'm about to drop. And bro, like I'm out there in overalls talking, I'm from Monroe, Alabama, and they waiting to hear something. They think they about to hear something else.
Thanks.
And when I get that thing going, bro, I'm talking about I got video of like everybody jumping. They pulling down the shiesty mask, they jumping, they grabbing each other. The next artist couldn't even go. They had to hold off for a little while. You know what I'm saying? That made
Wow.
me feel like a lot of love. Like because the thing is like I'm not from there. Nobody there knew me. They didn't owe me no type of reaction, explanation, none of that. And I seen already like in that type of crowd, they stood still, they booed somebody off the stage, they cut music off on somebody else. So when I had them rocking and jumping, I'm like, yeah, this is what I was talking about.
Wow. So I was about to ask you what was your like most memorable, most highlight performance. So I'm assuming that must have been it right there.
Oh yeah, that felt good. I can't like just because like I said, I had everybody's attention. I had a whole place. I'm talking about from the security to the person taking the money at the door, the DJ, like everybody's attention. You know what I mean? And like I said, I get done and they kind of, and not to mention, this festival, it was a lot of label reps out there. So I was performing in front of Rock Nation, 300 Entertainment, Def Jam, Loud Music. So it was a big deal. And then to have it acting like that, I knew I did something there.
Wow. Let me ask you this, man. Based off a lot of shit you just said. So you got three aspects of making music. You got writing a song, creating, whether it's your pen, your phone, whatever. You know what I mean? Then you got going in the booth and laying the song down, hearing it come to life, shit like that. Then you got being on stage and going ape shit. Which phase do you
Yeah.
feel like you like the most?
Being on that stage, man.
Mm,
Being on that stage. I love being able to see something that I created out of my head, you know what I'm saying, come to life as far as, in the booth and everything. But to see something that I created from my head and my thought and just what I felt in that moment, to see that shit affect that many people in a whole different moment, at a whole different time, it's like, man, that's oof. You know what I mean? That's contagious to me. You know what I mean?
so,
Like I said, I just got back and I want to go again.
so basically, J. Cole, he didn't just turn you into an artist, he turned you into a performer.
For sure. For sure. Because I love that. I love that part of it.
That's crazy. I mean, a lot of people love the performing part, but I don't think they enjoy it as much as you talking right now about how much you enjoy it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
bro.
some people just
Yeah.
like going up on stage just to be on stage. Like you sound like you actually live for being on that motherfucker stage. Like,
Man, I'm trying to go back now. There
wow.
was even a moment. I tell you, it was a moment because a lot of people don't like talking about things like this. But there was a moment where a couple days before that, I performed in front of some other people, some other spot, and I had it going crazy on the first song, and then I performed the second song, and they was hype, but they wasn't going as hard as the first time. When I get done, there was a big executive there. He pulled me to the side, and he was like, "Yo, your cadences were flawless. Your performance and stage presence was perfect. Your songs was great. Da 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 da. But for tonight, you picked the wrong order. You should have switched and did that first song second, and this place would still be rocking. We wouldn't even be able to talk right now. And like, I don't know how anybody else took that, but I was so grateful. I told him thank you probably like 20 times because that's a big part of the artistry is reading the room, knowing your environment, knowing the setting. And you know what I'm saying? That those are things that people don't talk about or don't give out. You know what I'm saying? Because he could have easily not said anything to me.
Facts.
So then 3 days later, I had the whole spot rocking
You
because of
changed that
now I'm
order
looking
up.
at my crowd. You know what I mean? I'm looking at the crowd like, okay, oh yeah, they gonna like this gritty shit. All right, so hey DJ, switch the songs, put this and this and this, and it was perfect. So you know what I mean? That conversation might have made a whole nother opportunity come up.
The fact that you learned, listened, and adapted that quick is actually a testament to you because a lot of motherfuckers can't do that. A lot of people be like, "Oh fuck that, he hating. I'm gonna do what the fuck I do." Like, but just
Nah,
that easy, he just gave you a gem that you could
that's what I'm
carry the rest
saying.
of your fucking life.
Bro, in this business, everything costs, even conversation. They call it
Facts,
consultation. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna give me something like that, it costed you nothing to not tell me. So I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? Because you was really watching, you was really paying attention. So I
facts,
know I did something right. You know what I
facts.
mean?
He saw something in you and was like, "Damn, let me." Like even if I don't scoop you up, I'm gonna help you out so you can be scooped up because that means he saw
Facts.
something.
Facts. You know what I mean? That's how I saw it.
Damn, that's crazy, man. It sucks because, like I just said, a lot of motherfuckers would have been like, man, this hating ass nigga, like, and just left it at that. And
Yeah.
the
So
next
hey,
executive would have heard that shit and been like, he don't know what he doing up there. Fuck it, I'm out.
see what I'm saying? I'd have made the same mistake again. So it's like I said, he told me I killed it. I saw the reaction, but when I'm not dumb. You know what I'm saying? I'm up there performing. I'm looking at the crowd because, like I said, I love this. I could see that what he was saying was real. That don't bother me, bro, because the thing about it is I'm gonna go so much harder. And that's exactly what I did. And like I said, I think that might have opened up 2 or 3 more opportunities to where I already got my next tour booked.
Wow. So when's the next tour?
I'm actually doing a tour at the end of May. I start. It's gonna be a smaller one in a few weeks, but it's actually gonna be a tour through Texas. We're gonna hit all the cities in Texas: Houston, Austin, Dallas, Fort Worth. So,
Hey man,
that's been my
shout the
goal.
motherfucking dates out, man. Motherfuckers gonna want to know. Shout
Yeah.
them
Oh
dates
yeah, yeah.
out,
It's
baby.
actually gonna be it's gonna be from May 27th to June 9th. I actually on my page be dropping the exact dates for the exact cities. We'll have flyers out for them and everything. But now we're gonna definitely give more than enough time. I made a lot of Texas connections when I was out there in New York as well. So
You know,
that's been my whole
Texas like
thing
a
this
whole
whole year.
fucking Texas like a country by itself when it comes to that
That's a
music shit.
fact.
Like
Like I said, we're doing a tour just for Texas.
if you could make an impression on a motherfucker from Texas and you ain't from Texas, then you doing something. Cause them motherfuckers
Hey,
don't listen to nobody outside of Texas.
yeah, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. So hey, like I said, I know I'm gonna get a genuine reaction. I'm gonna find out what I got. So that's been
Facts.
my whole goal this year. I'm going everywhere, every city. Because I get streams in a lot of places, so I want to show my face in those spots too.
As the fuck you should, man. You gonna try to do some chopped and screw shit while you down there, or fuck that?
Hey man, I'm flexible. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna learn some things. Hop in the studio, see what they got. I mean, it'll be different for me. I'm gonna use more little high energy, fast pace. So, maybe I can at least learn something.
I hear that. How you feel about features, man?
Man, I love it. I love it. I actually have a problem with it, to be honest with you, because not every artist wants you to go as hard on a feature. But I mean, I'm always for it. The problem is, man, it's not a lot of people who work like they say they work. You know what I mean?
One thing I've never understood, right? You reach out to a person because you want them on your song, but you don't want them to be them on your song. That makes zero sense to me.
Bro, and it's so crazy because it's such a common thing, but people want to act like it's not. Bro, you don't know how many
No,
verses I put out there.
dude, it's trust me, it's common. I know it's common as fuck. I once upon a time I was a trash ass rapper. You know what I mean?
Nah, all right.
And and I've had people like, no, this song, that verse ain't for this, man. We gonna say that for the remix. No, nigga, I wrote that for this right here. I didn't write for the remix, nigga. I wrote for this. Like, what do you
Yeah,
mean? Like, so it's
yeah.
very common, and I hear a lot of artists say the same thing. Like, yeah, man, I did this song, blah, blah, blah. They don't want to put it out now. And it's like, for what? You invited me on a song because you know what I bring to the table. Why switch? Why
Exactly.
you want me to switch it up? I should bring 100% the same. You should want the same 100% that I put on my song on your song.
But yo, that's the same way I feel because I know my mindset is like I'm gonna give 100%. And if that artist is doing the same thing, whether they're competing with me or competing with their own standard, we're gonna make a dope ass song no matter what. You feel me?
First of all,
So
rap is a fucking gladiator sport. Y'all supposed to be trying to outshine each other on that fucking song. Family, friend, or foe, I'm supposed to sound like we sparring on this motherfucker. It's supposed to sound
100%,
like Tyson and Ali. Every fucking song
100%.
you on with somebody else. You don't get on a
Yo,
song with Ali and then try to be the lowest ranked WB boxer that's ever been. No, you don't do that shit.
nah, nah, bro. I don't jump on nobody's song trying to be Mr. Cool. I'm gonna give you bars. I'm gonna give you energy. I'm gonna give you my effort. The reason you called me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like I said, I was a little naive at the beginning because I thought like, all right, I give you the verse, we do this, and I had to start catching on. Like, nah, some of that shit was just industry talk. You know what I mean?
So if a motherfucker listening right now and they want to get you on a song, what would they need to do? Or what's the prerequisites, if you will?
Oh man, be a serious artist. Be a serious, consistent artist. Not only serious artist on the level of anything. I just mean just be ready to work because if you hit me up, you say you want to do a song, whether it be you looking to jump on what I have or vice versa, I work, bro, and I don't wait for nobody. Hey, here you go, let's do it. Go record it, send it back to me. I get it done. And you know what I'm saying? Like we talked about it earlier. It's so easy to put a song out there. You can hit me up today. We do a verse tomorrow. We get it mixed and mastered. Next week it's out.
Facts.
Clean. You know what I mean? So
Facts.
for me, yeah, nah. I don't do no waiting. They can definitely contact me because I love to work. Like I said, this is an art. We spar, we get it in. It don't care if you're an R&B singer or not. I love making music. You know what I mean?
I had that. You got any new projects dropping soon?
Absolutely, bro. I got a single, man. This is actually what I had them going crazy about in New York, but it's called Chop Shop.
Okay.
It was actually set to drop June 2nd, but we actually think we're gonna move the date up about a week. We was just getting a lot of reaction, a lot of love
Well,
from
that
it,
John was
and
going
with that
crazy.
tour, yeah. Not to mention with the next tour being booked, we'd love, what I'm saying, to be able to debut that thing in Texas and let them get a feel for it too. Because, like I said, I'm from the South. If New York was feeling it, I know Texas is gonna be that nice little blend. You know what I'm saying of kind of hearing it. They're gonna want to bounce to it too. So yeah, Chop Shop is coming. We're gonna have the video, the full production of everything. We actually are bringing a lot of DJs and artists from Alabama together because that's kind of the point of, like I said, of what we're doing it community wise.
Built you bridging gaps and all, man. I like to hear that shit.
Yeah, man. I mean, you think about it, it take a team, whether it be my brand or my
Hold on,
city,
hold
it's
on,
gonna
hold
take a
on.
team.
Time out, ref. Say that shit with your motherfucking chest. But all the
Yeah,
motherfuckers in the back that don't understand that shit.
yeah. No, that's major, bro. It's a team. That's brag on more than anything. It's a lot of things I'll be humble about. But talking about my team is not because I chose it. I took time to pick these people. And the analogy I tell people all the time is like, bro, you can hire anybody to be your manager from 9 to 5. And when they get off at 5, because they paid, they done. And they doing their job. But if you have somebody that cares and really believes in what you're doing, bro, when they wake up in the morning, after they sleep, they thinking about your show. When they sit down eating dinner and they off the clock, they thinking about how they can book you, how they can do this. You know what I'm saying? So it never turns off. So you have to have people that are fully invested in what you're doing. And right now, I have two managers, and I've been rocking with them. They was rocking with me 3 years before we actually did any paperwork to even lock it in, because
Wow.
they believe what I was doing. And you know what I'm saying? They're showing love. So yeah, bro, that's everything I do, whether it be the research, the team, the whatever. It's always with my team that I talk it out because somebody gonna have to talk to me good too when I'm getting all the millions too. You know what I mean?
I hear I
Yeah,
hear that. Let
somebody
me let
might
me
have to keep me calm. You know?
let me ask you this, right? As an artist, because I hear a lot of artists, they be like, man, fuck that. I don't need no manager. I don't want no manager. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I got a podcast and I got 3 other fucking podcasts that I do, and I'm ready to get a manager, an assistant, a co-host.
Yeah.
I'm ready to get every fucking thing. And I'm hearing motherfuckers like, I don't need none of that shit. So what do you feel is the benefit of having a manager as an artist?
See, for me, it's not particularly just having the manager. You know what I'm saying? For me, I felt like that's what I needed. And that's I feel like they do a lot more than just that title because that's they do particular things. But the thing is, bro, I consider myself a leader, whether it be in my community one day or whether it be the people around me, my family. And I feel like any leader knows how to delegate. You know what I mean? And I want this to be bigger than just rapping. I want to be an artist. I want to be bigger than just an artist. I want to be the business. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know there's certain things that I don't know. I think that's the biggest things. I know there's certain things I don't know. So, I try to get the right people to fill those gaps of what I don't have. So I can focus on being that artist and they can focus on doing what they know better than I do. And I trust myself. I trust that I picked the right people.
So basically, in a nutshell, you don't know everything, so you let motherfuckers that know what the fuck they doing take care of the shit.
Yeah, it sounds simple, right?
What the fuck? It amazes me how many people can't understand that concept. Oh, I know everything. You don't. That's why you still sit in the same spot. It's somebody out there. You can't do 500 things at one time. It's virtually impossible.
No, bro. Man, I'm gonna tell you the biggest thing that I think helped me is I ask questions. I ask questions. Like when I'm my photographer, my very first video shoot, he told me he used to work with Moneybag Yo. He was on tour with Moneybag Yo. I started asking him what Yo did. What's his habits? What do he do? When he was on tour, who's he with? He told me that Yo, when he traveled, before he even had a bunch of money, that he always kept his photographer and his engineer because he understood content and creating music.
Yep.
Before he had 20, 10 people with him. That little bit of information that I got from that person changed how I approached music from the very beginning. That was my very first video. And I just got a little game from that. So, you know what I'm saying? When I took that, that's how I applied that to management. Okay, I know there's certain people I need to kind of feel what I don't know, what I can't get. And bro, like I said, man, I mean, who do you know successful that doesn't have a whole team? I'm talking about a team, not just a manager.
Facts. Big facts. Listen, motherfuckers, y'all better start understanding shit. When motherfuckers come on here, they be trying to drop jewels for y'all. I bring people that's moving and shaking and making shit the fuck happen. Y'all got to start listening. Stop telling me, oh man, niggas don't be saying shit. I don't know about y'all, but this motherfucker got me ready to start rapping. The fuck you talking about? What the fuck is you talking about? Like, listen, man, I don't want to hold you up all motherfucking night though. So this is what we're gonna do, man. Before we get out of here, I want you to let everybody know 3 things, man. Where can they find you? What can they get from you? And what can they expect from you?
Absolutely, man. Yeah, I got out all at the top. So, one thing about it is there is one and only Tempo Tai. So, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, I mean Google. It's T3Mpo Tai Tempo Tai on all platforms, whatever you type it in. As far as music, man, like I said, we got the newest single Chop Shop coming, and that's just gonna be like the spurt of just straight heat coming all year because I'm also gonna be traveling all year. I'm coming to everybody's city. I'm even taking requests. So if people tap in with me, fans tap in with me, and let me know, you want to see me in your city because that's all I'm doing all year is moving and performing these music because I get a lot of love in a lot of cities, and I want to give that love back. You feel me?
I hear that. Definitely hear that. Definitely. Listen, hold on. One last question before we get out of here, man. Just because I want to see where your brain cells at, man. Top 5 dead or alive producers.
Producers.
Yes. You coming from the South, you rapping the way you rap, your mindset being the way it is, you knowing the business. I feel like you gonna look at this shit differently than the average motherfucker gonna look at this shit. And then I listen to the beats that you use. You're not using just your average and your typical to do your average and your typical.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Top 5 dead or alive producers.
All right. This was a little harder than it would be for rappers.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. Man, mine's gonna be a crazy mix because of back and forth.
I'm expecting it to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's gonna be a crazy mix. So for sure, and there's some of the old ones I'm feel like I'm missing because like some of my favorite rappers are people like Nas, but like when Nas did Illmatic, he used so many different producers and things like that. So it's kind of hard to lock in on that. But for me, bro, growing up, I remember the first bit of 808s and shit hitting hard was Manny Fresh. All right. believe it or not, I was well, you could probably hear it in my music. I was a big DMX fan coming up.
Facts.
So Swiss Beats had a lot to do with it. Pharrell had a lot to do with it because just that era for me. So Pharrell, Swiss, again, that early 2000s area. So Just Blaze.
Mm.
And I don't know if this isn't one person, so I don't know if this counts, but I'm a very, very big fan of what Atlanta did in the very beginning when they had Crime Mob, Outkast, and all that. So that whole organized noise team, I love what they did because people don't think about it, but they really a group that they from the South, but they gave the South the sound. Like
Yo,
they gave a
you're right.
distinctive sound.
You're right about that.
You know what I'm saying? Like before you heard somebody from the South and you like, oh, that sounds different, but you didn't say, oh, that sounds like a Southern beat. You know what I'm saying? Organized Noise gave on the main platform, the mainstream music, they gave us a sound. So I don't ever want to take that away either. I feel like they get kind of lost in it. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm surprised you picked all older sounds. To be honest with you, all older producers. I'm actually kind of surprised. And the fact that you do my nigga Just Blaze on there, which people be sleeping on my nigga Just Blaze like a motherfucker.
Bro, it's because he's doing other things, and
Man,
a lot of times
that.
it's kind of an out of sight, out of mind thing.
Blaze,
you know what I'm saying?
Listen, Blaze was killing shit for a minute.
And I'm gonna tell you real quick, just as a disclaimer, the reason I don't have the new producers is because there's very few newer producers that I can say like they got a distinctive sound that's only them. You know what I'm saying?
I think majority of beats now are so cut and paste, it's not even funny.
They are, and like I said, I don't want to ever sound like I'm in hip hop now. I'm in present day hip hop, so I don't ever want to disrespect it because it is a certain business to it. But, bro, the technology does so much that when it comes to creating beats, hearing different sounds, putting things together, it's a lot less work of taking these drums from a James Brown beat and taking this guitar from a rock beat and taking this and really creating like a symphony of sounds. You know what I mean? That's when you create your own sound.
The fact that samples now are the actual song. You could tell the actual song of the sample. That shit is lazy as shit.
Bro, it be samples of samples. I'm like, damn.
Yo.
Really cheating.
This shit be bananas, man. This shit be bananas. I ain't gonna hold you. Be fucking me up sometimes. Like, it is what it is. That's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother time, man.
Yeah.
I definitely want to bring you back on and have some more conversations for sure, man. I definitely like your mindset. And I definitely want to make this happen again. I want to bring you back on a panel so that way you can talk some shit with a bunch of motherfuckers, man. You open to doing that?
I mean, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Like I said, I love this, all aspects of it.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about, man. Listen, make sure y'all go stream his shit. T3Mpo Tai, T3Mpo. Is he the only one out there? Stop playing. I'm telling y'all, check out that motherfucking pretty boy. It is not what the fuck you think it's gonna be at all. Real shit. Real shit. And I'm telling y'all now, if that shit fucked me up, imagine, because y'all know how hard I am on motherfucking music, man. It is what it is. But we out this bitch, man. T3Mpo Tai in the building, all on the table. We out this bitch. Bum.
See, I've been disengaged, still enraged at how they watch the page. Sickest nigga doing it coming, I'm about to spread the plague. Self-made, double interested, now I'm well paid. Lock me down in Bama, I'm busting out, look what hell made. I seen a man cry, I seen a man die. If niggas think they do it better, let a man try. Why T3Mpo get to talking? So they band tie, posting up petitions, no fiction, cause all my fans drive by. Something similar to a cold train, selling off their spirit for private, now that's a soul pain. Gold chain, how it started and how they sold fame. Get it off my chest like a vest, bitch, I'm the whole thing. Flashback to moments in time that I was laughed at. Happy now to see them and watching them try to backtrack. Gas back, twisted in games, we on the fast track. Where the cash at? They asking, they want the cash at. Back, if she requested, I let her have that. Always in position, hit the gap, I play the halfback. Hashtag it's T3Mpo Tai, look who got the last laugh. Celebrating greatness, we famous, we bring the blacks back. Hold on a second, I'ma bring it back. Yeah, say it Flashback to moments in time that I was laughed at. Happy now to see them and watching them try to backtrack. Gas back, twisted in games, we on the fast track. Where the cash at? They asking, they want the cash at. Back. If she requested, I let her have that. Always in position, hit the gap, I play the halfback. Hashtag it's T3Mpo Tai, look who got the last laugh. Celebrating greatness, we famous, we bringing plaques. T3Mpo coming off the top rope. Mr. Heartbreak, sweet chin music, so abusive, but making smart plays. Several institutions got my autograph. Next one spitting fire, man, I brought the quarterback and all of that. What he doing, spitting venom, they toxic. How the fuck they think I ain't gon' make it? Ignoring logic, got options like an auction. They jumping on who the hottest. I just try to be prepared for moments, I gotta calm it down. You want a picture, nigga? Look who's the hottest now. Ex-convict spitting shit like I was college bound. They so impressed with a nigga that's got a different sound. Damn, deep in the south, I'm from a bloody town. Flashback to moments in time that I was laughed at. Happy now to see them and watching them try to backtrack. Gas back, twisted in games, we on the fast track. Where the cash at? They asking, they want the cash at. Back. If she requested, I let her have that. Always in position, hit the gap, I play the halfback. Hashtag it's T3Mpo Tai, look who got the last laugh. Celebrating greatness, we famous, we bringing blacks back. Flashback to moments in time that I was laughed at. Happy now to see them and watching them try to backtrack. Gas back, twisted in games, we on the fast track. Where the cash at? They asking, they want the cash at. Back. If she requested, I let her have that. Always in position, hit the gap, I play the halfback. Hashtag it's T3Mpo Tai, look who got the last laugh. Celebrating greatness, we famous, we bringing blacks back.